G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at the Literati challenge trees, or weeds as it were. Not all the trees look like this, don't stress. One didn't make it and this is it. Before I start, this Literati challenge was started by a bloke named Tony. He had a YouTube channel in Britain called Tony's Bonsai.
Hello and welcome to Tony's Bonsai, and my challenge is the Literati challenge, or bunging.
And when he started the channel, I didn't realise that he was not a well man. He'd suffered from a form of cancer in the past, and unfortunately it was coming back for him pretty hard.
And it's not easy to discuss this sort of thing, but I'm quite open about it. The cancer that I had a couple of years ago in my, what was it in? It was in my major salivary gland. Cheers, Rick. He's my cameraman for the day, my brother. I had that removed. I had a neck dissection. I had all that sort of stuff done. Unfortunately, that's returned. This time it's back and it's in my brain. It means it's terminal.
And Tony's since passed away, which is quite sad. He'll be lost to the YouTube bonsai community for sure. He was one of the most prolific YouTube content creators that I've ever seen. Like, the amount of videos that guy cranked out was just unbelievable. I could never keep up with them all. But anyway, Tony, wherever you are, I hope you found a couple of trees to play with, and hope they're keeping you busy. But yeah, moving on, we will have a look at these Literati challenge trees, and I was only going to muck around with these for a short time, just as a bit of fun, I suppose, and to collaborate with another channel. But I think I'll hang on to one or two of these and, you know, just keep them going as a reminder for yeah, fellow content creator, and yeah, keep Tony's memory alive, I suppose. When you saw me on the last video, basically I wrapped the trunks of all these trees before I bent them with bandage, just to give them more support. I didn't have enough to do all 4 trees, and this one is the only one that I didn't have bandage to wrap. I know it cracked quite a couple of times as it's going up, and obviously it just threw in the towel and died. So that was, I believe, was a leptospermum, but yeah, now it's a stick. No, Melaleuca spathulata. Now it's a stick. An interesting thing that I found out with using the bandage, we wrapped the bandage around these tube stock plants and bent the crap out of them, and with that support on there, you can do some pretty wicked things with these trunks. But what I found, compared to just using wire on its own, the bandage must constrict the plant so much that it doesn't seem to expand. This poor casuarina is probably the worst version of it. It was wrapped all the way up to here where I put these curves in, and it hasn't really expanded much at all, which is good for avoiding wire marks, I suppose. But then there's a weak point where that ended as the trunk expanded above where the bandage had come to, and this is just flopping around like nobody's business now. Yeah, and that's never going to be any good. This one did it to a lesser extent, but when I took the wire off, it was originally up like this. When I took the wire and the bandage off, it had no strength in it. Usually when you use wire, the trunk expands into the wire a little bit, and the wire just cuts in that little bit, and that helps to set the tree into position. I found that didn't happen with this. I am going to try doing some with raffia, using raffia. Raffia won't have that elastic property of the bandage, so I'm hoping that will make it a little bit better. So yeah, what to do with these trees now? I mean, this peppermint gum, I can do pretty much whatever I want with this. As you can see, it'll shoot from everywhere, so even if I was to cut it back, I can soon establish another leader. And I think I might do just that. I will cut it back, maybe strip a few of these lower ones off and just see if we can get another leader going up, and then once it grows we can, you know, do a few more twists and turns and stuff like that. I won't cut it, I'll only cut it back to where the bandage was, and if you look you can see how it's really thin and then it starts to enlarge up here. I mean, that's where the bandage ended. So yeah, I'm not a fan of using bandage. It just, I could stop the wire marks 100%, but I think I've had better results in actually forming the tree that I want just using wire. But like I said, I'll give raffia a go, and yeah, we'll see how that turns out. But I mean, there's still potential for that tree, and being a eucalypt, I'm keen to keep that one in the collection. This is just stupid. It's only going to break off anyway as soon as you handle it, so it can come off. And it does have new needles coming out, which is a good sign. So we can let one of them grow as another leader and style something from there. This one, I am not even sure what this tree is. I think it's a type of Melaleuca. I'll have to go back and have a look at my original video and see if I mention it in there. All these trees have name tags, but we've got a magpie, or maybe a family of magpies, seem to love pulling the tags out and throwing them on the ground, so they go missing, lose track of what things are. This one started off with more of a gentle curve and then put some more in up top. I think we'll just run with that. I think we'll clean up the bottom, and we'll just let the rest grow. But it's another one that was a little bit weak, and then when you took the wire and the bandage off, it had set the shape. It sort of set the shape but didn't give it enough strength. The wire on its own, when it cuts in a little bit, it tends to give it a lot of strength as well. I don't know if it's just the scar tissue from the damage that the... You've got to be shitting me. Anyway, that's the 3 surviving members of the Literati challenge. The 2 of them are looking pretty rough at the moment because of that effect with the bandage and whatnot. But we'll let them grow and we'll come back and revisit them at a later date. And if you're interested in Tony's bonsai and what he was doing, he did start some trees when he knew he didn't have much time left, and they've been passed on to some other YouTube bonsai people in the UK, and they're going to continue those trees on. So yeah, if you look up Tony's legacy trees, we'll probably find you those trees on YouTube, and yeah, go and give them a look. It's pretty cool to see that other YouTubers are going to carry on his work. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.